The future of enterprise resilience is changing rapidly. Artificial intelligence increases analytical power and productivity. Quantum computing expands the limits of what is mathematically possible. These technologies accelerate business value and, at the same time, reshape the threat landscape. Today's enterprise resilience is evolving as world problems impact an organization's ability to bring products and services to clients. Supply chains can be delayed by worldwide turmoil. Manufacturers can experience downtime. Customer sales and delivery schedules can be elongated. Vendors have to be validated. Organizational services have to adjust, with training and guidelines modified to provide error-free applications and continuous threat exposure management, so that clients can receive uninterrupted services. Addressing these problems requires a coordinated approach that is discussed in this video. Reimagining Enterprise presents a roadmap for the future from data center design, through product migrations, service deployments, production acceptance and quality practices, and the integration of new processes and guidelines to personnel in the form of awareness and training sessions. Resilience is now a currency, a direct contributor to trust, continuity, and enterprise valuation. Business continuity management has evolved from compliance reporting into strategic governance. Organizations that invest in resilience outperform those that react to disruption. Resilience is now a currency, a direct contributor to trust, continuity, and enterprise valuation. Business continuity management has evolved from compliance reporting into strategic governance. Organizations that invest in resilience outperform those that react to disruption. Enterprises today operate like neural networks. A disruption in one node, a vendor, a data center, or an application can cascade across the organization. Resilience strengthens every connection: technology, supply chain, and workforce. The path to improved resilience will require monitoring and expertise from data centers to workforce training and awareness. Proactively responding to problems by implementing left-of-boom practices will go a long way to improving the resiliency of the enterprise. Left-of-boom means preventing incidents before they ignite. We analyze and contain vulnerabilities at build time rather than firefighting in production. Incorporating left-of-boom practices within the Secure by Design guidelines and the application factory will ensure efficient, secure, and compliant development of company products and services. Prevention is the new measure of resilience. By embedding CSA Secure by Design principles directly into engineering, we ensure safeguards are verified before delivery. Model alignment consists of data security, access controls, and architectural reviews to ensure systems work in support of company products and services. Security becomes default, automated, and quantum-ready. Risk awareness must be continuous. Continuous Threat Exposure Management, CTEM, transforms risk from a static list into a living, sensing resilience radar. Microgrids and sustainability-first data centers will provide off-grid power and ESG compliance should a loss of power occur. Renewable energy, off-grid protection, and ESG sustainability are compliance requirements. Environmental performance now contributes directly to business continuity. Monitoring data center operations, providing proper maintenance, and ensuring employees are knowledgeable will improve company operations and staff performance. Resilience and sustainability are converging priorities. Classical data centers are shown here on the left and new data center designs on the right. Classical data centers ran off-grid power or on-site power generators, used water as a coolant, with chillers and heat exchangers to support rack-mounted circuitry through floor vents that pushed cool air over the hot electronic circuits. Today, data centers use coolants to reduce heat on racks and circuit boards, can work off-grid through a microgrid concept, and provide ESG sustainability-first protection over the environment. Microgrids can draw power from eco-friendly sources or on-site power generation. They also monitor water, WUE, power, PUE, and carbon usage efficiency, CUE, to ensure ESG compliance and cost savings. Some data centers can even use excess heat to supply homes during the winter. Both power sources and communication sources should have redundant suppliers originating and entering the site at different locations to limit damage caused through a small blast surface. Like having all your communications coming from one manhole that could experience a fire or flood. An AI-driven data center infrastructure management system can monitor equipment and direct technicians to correct flaws and provide maintenance to prevent equipment outages. Data is the most important asset that a company maintains. It starts with data sensitivity, then security, and finally problem identification and resolution. This slide shows the data sensitivity lifecycle and data management and protection practices, with problem identification and recovery management. These practices should be implemented to best protect your data. A digital twin is a flight simulator for operations. We test crises before they occur. While a digital twin will allow you to test scenarios during development, an active environment will allow for immediate recovery without the end user ever knowing there was an outage. Active architectures ensure uninterrupted business service during failure. The application factory enforces vulnerability elimination and compliance at every gate. The quality control gate is adjusted for each phase to ensure requirements are met, tests and documentation artifacts at each step of the development process, including coding, testing, chaos engineering, digital twin experiments, game day evaluations, and acceptance criteria. All application components must be at current release levels and free of vulnerabilities to receive an authorization to operate, ATO. As vulnerabilities go down, your security score will go up and a savings will be realized. Using CTEM will provide for quick identification and resolution of new vulnerabilities and the receipt of a CATO. Continuous ATO, CATO, transforms oversight into a real-time validation process. CTEM watches the enterprise climate, predicts turbulence, and triggers proactive recovery adjustments before users notice impact. Now business products and services can be constructed from idea through brainstorming, collaboration, and innovations to a requirements transparency matrix, RTM, that defines the epic features, functions, and stories that comprise an application. Corporations can use the application factory to construct the application for production ATO and then CTEM to support CATO. People are the continuity orchestra. Training, cross-functional drills, and cognitive load management ensure humans match system resilience. Incorporating a human continuity lifecycle and a human learning factory will improve performance and employee morale. Executives require a unified view. Dashboards integrate operational uptime, cyber responsiveness, ESG efficiency, and human readiness. One of the final goals of this roadmap is to generate an executive dashboard that will provide executive management and top technical management with a view of their environment that will allow them to rest when all systems are functioning properly, or take specific actions when failures are recognized. Agentic AI behaves like an immune system. It detects anomalies, responds autonomously, and strengthens resilience at machine speed. It is important to have all personnel associated with building agentic AI agents involved with the product development from inception through final delivery to gain a true perspective of the functions required and any pitfalls that may be overlooked. Building an agentic AI agent may require iterations before excellence is achieved. It is a new field, and there is still a lot to learn. That is one of the reasons for maintaining a human in the loop when using agentic AI agents as a safeguard. AI is powerful, but governance must remain human-led. Human-in-the-loop oversight ensures controlled, explainable, ethical decisions. UST like an autopilot in a thunderstorm, it is important to have a human in the loop just in case the storm is more dangerous than planned for. It never hurts to have a failsafe before going fully automatic. Quantum computing represents a universal decryption engine, the ultimate skeleton key. Harvest now. Decrypt later attacks are already underway. Once your file is stolen, there is no way to recover it. Once quantum computing becomes available, the hacker takes the file off the shelf and decrypts it. Then they can ransom you or sell your most sensitive data. So consider protecting your files with post-quantum cryptography now before it is too late. Encryption delayed is encryption lost. Our PQC transition replaces cryptographic bolts before the quantum earthquake. A 5-phase project plan is provided in this slide, and it starts by inventorying all your encrypted resources, discovery, then an analysis of the priority of encrypted files to select the sequence for applying PQC algorithms to upgrade encryption standards, and a continued deployment and monitoring until completed, with ongoing continuous improvements until fully protected. The industry deadlines for convergence is by 2030. Quantum resilience must begin now. The synergy between quantum computing and artificial intelligence is based on speed and the ability to interpret and manipulate information. Quantum computing forecasts complex risk through high-speed calculations and analysis to define an anomaly. AI responds. Together, they enable predictive resilience and decision automation. Our 5-layer enterprise governance resilience framework model integrates strategy, operations, technology, human resilience, and ESG stewardship. All pillars should be addressed when determining how to improve resilience that will overcome the dangers faced by quantum computing and artificial intelligence. This 5-layer resilience model will help you plan your resilience improvements. We measure progress annually, building resilience maturity from foundational controls to emerging technologies. Yearly progress will provide a foundational model for programs that can be integrated into platforms and incorporated within emerging technologies. The enterprise resilience operational model is based on 5 resilience pillars, including a governance framework, resilience roadmap, organizational culture, technology capabilities, and workforce resilience. Use these guidelines to plan how to integrate improved resilience from 2025 through 2030 and beyond. Resilience investments function like infrastructure upgrades. Invisible today, indispensable tomorrow. While operational and cyber investments may be high initially, they have a direct impact on ESG and reputation. Over time, improvements in operations and cyber protection will return big savings. The ROI for these improvements will be large and ongoing. A resilient culture behaves like fertile soil. It nourishes performance and creates continuity as a habit. Plant a seed through employee awareness and training. Then stabilize your environment and finally automate with AI and quantum computing. Resilience must be governed from the top. Boards will measure leadership by its ability to sustain trust, provide uninterrupted business service delivery, adhere to compliance, and secure operations. Following the process described in this video may help management achieve these goals. Our strategy aligns to global standards including NIST CSF 2.0, ISO 22301, ISO 27001, CISA Secure by Design, NIST PQC, and the AI Risk Management Framework. If your company has additional standards and regulations that must be adhered to, then add them to this list. The phases and tasks that must be included in upgrading your enterprise resilience framework are shown here, with their approximate timeline. A coordinated effort should be conducted to complete these project phases by 2030, so that your enterprise will be in compliance with federal regulations and best practices. Beyond phases and described objectives, your organization must prepare staff through awareness of the process concept and specific technologies and products that will be incorporated in your new design. Remember, personnel are your most important asset, and providing them with the knowledge and reinforcement needed to complete this endeavor will require patience and compassion. A happy workforce is an efficient workforce, and a smile is better to see than a frown. Personnel turnover is your most dreadful occurrence and will impact your delivery schedule. Resilient enterprises are trusted enterprises. To strengthen your operational assurance future, contact us to accelerate your resilience transformation. Contact Thomas Bronack at Data Center Assistance Group, dcag.com, bronack@cag.com, bronack@gmail.com.